my review of Arrow, episode 11, AWOL. Now, in this week's episode of Arrow, we deal with quite a few different issues, okay? First of all, we deal with Felicity getting out of the hospital and being wheelchair-bound for the rest of her life. And throughout this episode, I think it was deep psychological issues that she was dealing with, deep subconscious thoughts that bubbled to the surface because now she can no longer walk. So she's dealing with like this doppelganger, so to speak, a mental projection of her manifestation of her own subconscious beliefs, doubting herself because she changed from this dark gothic girl to this blonde IT thing. So, throughout the episode, whether it's trying to hack into that security thing, she doubts herself, kind of like what Oliver did when he lost to Malcolm Merlyn in season 1. So, she's dealing with that through the whole episode. Then, on the other hand, we've got the Diggle brothers, and I really thought, I really loved this episode, and I give it a solid 10, because it was a really good episode because we focused on the Diggle brothers and how throughout this whole show, through all 4 seasons, Diggle has always had this thing about getting his brother's killer, and then come to find out his brother's killer's dead, and then come to find out his brother's alive, but yet he's a ghost, but yet he's working for Damien Dark, and then come to find out he got into all this racketeering and drug profiting and extortion and shit like that. So, and you've really seen it in the last 2 or 3 episodes, like the barrier between, Andrew and between Diggle, between Andrew and, John, that they're coming together as a family again. And I think this really paid off. And, one of the things I've loved about this season is we're digging more into Diggle's story, more and more into the origins, and not just the origins, but more of developing the story of Diggle. And I thought that was really, really good about this episode. And that's why I gave it a 10, because we're, along with Oliver becoming the Green Arrow this year, we're really seeing, and they said it, Oliver has the Green Arrow code name, and now in this episode, they said that Diggle's code name is Spartan. So that was really, really exciting. And Felicity got her code name, which is Overwatch, which I guess it's okay, but I really like Spartan. I thought that was really cool. Now, on Oliver's side of things, in this episode, Oliver, I think the main focus of this episode was like Diggle and Felicity, but I think everyone forgets that Oliver, whenever these things happen, he always blames himself. He always feels like he is personally responsible for these things that are going on. Because if he wouldn't have done this, then this wouldn't happen. And if he wouldn't have done this, then this wouldn't happen. And it's not his fault, and he likes to put like the whole weight of the world on his shoulders. But it's not his fault. I mean, who knows, this decision, that decision, this decision, that decision would have ended up into this thing, So Oliver's dealing with a lot of that, and dealing with Damien Dark and trying to stop him. And this new element, Shadow Spider, comes into the play, which goes back to the Diggle brothers and their backstory. And one of the coolest parts of this episode was Shadow Spider takes over Hive. Like, they go in there and they kill Amanda Waller. Like, Amanda Waller, and she's done. So, I thought that was a highlight of the episode because I really don't like Amanda Waller. I really don't. And it was kind of cool to see her die. So, at the same time, With all this going on at Hive, Diggle uses his technical skills that he learned from Felicity to broadcast to the Arrow Cave and the rest of the team where he's at. And that's when, Diggle Andrew and Diggle John, create this plan to trick Shadow Spider. And while this is going on, then Oliver comes through the top and, they nail him and, they save the day and everything, and at the end of the episode, you see Andrew coming together with his brother and Lila and then now their baby. And it's, Andrew's now got a family. He's now got a future with his family, which was really rewarding. And I thought was a really good, heartfelt episode, So, like I said, give it a good solid 10. I'm really looking forward to seeing what next week's episode has in store, where that's going. So, put your thoughts, feelings, questions, concerns down below. Like, share, subscribe. I'm Spike Von Shadow. Thanks very much for watching my review, and I'll see you next time.